should be live. Where is my chat screen? Chat. There it is. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is create an announcement for my social media. Let's see. Well, I am going to work on my novel cover, so there are gonna be a few things that are distractions. For example, I'm waiting for a parcel and there's no notification just yet when it's gonna come. Yeah, I don't care. Go away. Fine, I'll do it later. Like I said, there's going to be distractions. No news about the parcel yet. And let's see, can I find my... There. That frame can go. And let's turn a few of these things on. And a good day to you too. First gonna make an announcement because I haven't announced it on any social media. Okay, why don't you want to work? Because I'm not in the mood. Let's see, what do you have here? Delete, cut and paste, copy. Oh, you can just copy one layer. That's not something I want. Select, edit. Well, this is taking way too long time. Way too long for me. Already started recording, by the way. No, I haven't started recording yet. Well, that's okay. I'm making an announcement anyway. So don't worry, I still have my notifications informing me whenever I'm dropping, so there's no need to mention it. Size a bit bigger. Not that big. Do I want an outline? Maybe it needs to be a little bit. Oh, it makes the text an outline. Yeah, that's not what I need. Then I need border effect. If you hear some construction in the back, there are 2 houses in the neighborhood who are remodeling. It's not something I can fix. Mhm. And do I have something amazing for effects? I probably have it in my brushes somewhere. That's a bit too much. Okay, that's nice, but not what I want or need. Something is starting up without my permission. Okay. Well, you can close down anyway. That's decent enough. We're in 2024. Wait, I need to do this in my stream. Nah, I'll just put it on my desktop for now. Stream day. And then save it as a PNG. There we go. Now, back to my social media. I first need to get the links. That's one. And I don't know how long I will be streaming. Just as long as my back allows. If I get news about the parcel and need to be there, then, well, I need to go downstairs. That's not important right now. That's another one down. I also have to cyber, because that's a first come first thingy. And while you're uploading, oh, block is changing soon. That's something X is doing, and X is just doing whatever it wants. How to ruin your social media within a few easy steps. Okay. Let's post this on that social media. Minimizing the pages. That's not important right now. No longer need this one. I need this one. And now we have a more or less clean place. Right. I'm gonna start over with. We're in October now. And I'm just gonna restart this. I'm gonna merge a few layers or delete layers I no longer need. And then I'm gonna start recording, because otherwise it makes no sense. Because these are the things I need. This is line art. You can go. How's the... Yeah, I already did the switch. You can be deleted. Just making the file a bit smaller. Let's call it old colors. Because that way it's gonna be easier. and duplicate the line art. And hide one in old colors. Duplicate line art and hide one way below. There we go. Right. Let's start the recording now as well. That I need to stop about every hour. News about parcel. Okay. Between 1 and 3. So I need to keep an eye on that. Also need to spin up a few Pokestops once in a while. Okay. Now, let's begin. First thing I'm going to do is create a folder for hair. And I'm going to make this a reference layer because that makes it easier. If I recall well. And yes, I need to delete some things outside. I need to add some things inside. Wait. Only to the editing layer. Yeah. But this already saves a bit of time. Okay. Screen needs to be a bit closer. So I need to keep an eye on my parcel delivery. Because if you're not at the door within 10 seconds, they just leave. Think you're not home. And I can't blame them. I mean, that's what you get if you underpay your deliveries, guys, gals. And I know it's a weird time to go live this early. Feel free to help me remind when it's almost 12. So I can get ready for the sign up. And no, I won't show that on screen. There's not much news to tell ever since 2 days ago when I had the normal stream. Still 3 episodes left to edit. So hopefully tonight one. And depending on tomorrow, maybe tomorrow too. I also made dinner already, so that means I can continue stream slightly longer. And there we go. Cat is doing fine at the moment. Really wants attention again. He had a bit of a tummy ache, but he seems fine again. I think I also know what caused it. There were a few options. So I omitted all those options from his diet. This is annoying, such tiny pieces. I like doing hair and eyes the most, so that's why I always do those first. Or at least the hair. Oh, I have this thin brush. Let's do this part. I like adding pearls to the design, but they're very annoying to create. And this cover is supposed to be a nod to my first cover. I've already decided that after book 7 has been published in both Dutch and English, I'm going to look into the ebook versions because people have been requesting that. Someone told me it's very easy to make those, and if it is easy to make, then I'm probably going to I'm gonna I'm gonna release ebook versions about maybe one every 2 months. And maybe after that, I'm not really sure yet, I'm going to look for more international options because currently my books are only available through Dutch web shops. And while Amazon is one of those, and they do ship international, I need to remove this part, I think. It is still a Dutch web shop. But we'll see, because while it's not that hard to upload books, you have to keep in mind it also costs money. There's a pixel over here that's bothering me. Or I'm just going to keep it, the international version is going to be the audiobook. And maybe look into international releases later on. Okay, this needs to be open as well. I need to keep an eye on the time. And I need to spin a Pokestop about every 5 minutes. And then get the rewards. And that's going to be an issue because I don't have enough Pokeballs. I also got my tax return that I can file, or my tax whatever. So that's something I need to do as well. And maybe I'll do that after a stream or whatever. Or when I need to wait for the package check time. Still the same time. Pokestop, spin, and spin. That's the final ones. Now to get the rewards. And I'm not a very good Pokemon Go player. No idea how Caps Lock suddenly got on, but okay. Okay, the final reward, and then I can get the big reward. And then all I need to do is catch up with Pokeballs. And when I need to wait for my parcel, I'm probably gonna grab lunch as well. So final reward. At least I have the timed research done. And then once in a while, I just need to grab a couple of new Pokeballs. Because I've ran out of Pokeballs. Mystery encounter, a Minun. Gee, I did not see that one coming. Insta catch even. Okay, so timed research is done. I did an event reward, nice. So all I need to do once in a while is grab a couple of Pokeballs. So that is done. The goal of today is to get at least the flats done of my art. Well, that should be doable. And maybe start with the hair, because that is what takes the longest. And my goal is to get about 8 1-hour streams out of this, so I can upload those instead of the at speed streams. So I have some stock in case I need it. And maybe, well, I do plan to use some craft streams again. Maybe next week, because this week my student is coming over. So maybe next week I'll have a stream, cross stream, not sure yet. And then I can at least do 2 streams. Okay, I think this is all the hair. And I'm going to get a new clip layer. And I need a brush. Is this the fingertip? I think I need the fingertip. Yeah, I need the fingertip. Nice. So I need that. But first I need to add some colors and highlights. And it's okay if there's a bit of difference in color because hair is not one color. Now, I need some pink, opacity low. This is a new technique I'm trying, so I don't even know the result. Some blue. Don't think the yellow is going to look good yet, but I always give Narako rainbow hair if I can. Does she have rainbow hair in the story? Nope. Do I like it? Yep. So that's why I'm doing it. Always go in the same direction. probably gonna make this a bit lighter because this is way too much. That's okay. That's what you can do with digital. You can make things lighter. And that's why hair takes so long with me, because I make layer after layer after layer. Okay, so this is the first layer of hair. Whole rainbowy. So I'm gonna duplicate that and put it in my save file. I'm gonna make a folder out of that. Save. Those are my backups in case I need it. There we go. First I'm gonna see what it does if I use other effects. Very nice, by the way, but not what I'm looking for. I'm probably just going to keep it on normal and then a lot lighter. Second layer. You can be on top of that. I do have a hair-like brush. Let's see how that goes. That's not the way. I'm even gonna delete that. Delete subtool. I can always re-download it. Hair strands. Let's see. There was a way. First of all, stroke. There was a way to make it an actual brush. Maybe it was with my pens. Do I have another brush? Let's check. First, reset. And that's part of the pencils. I don't even know what you are, but let's check this. Okay. Yep. Well, the first color I'm going to use is very dark. A bit bigger. Because if you then select multiply, very low opacity, you're probably not even going to see such details. A bit higher opacity. I had my own hair strands brush made in Photoshop 7, but you can't import that into this for some other reason. And I haven't figured out how to make brushes here. Need to check the time. And again, this is just layer 1. I need a lot of layers. Maybe it's better to do it underneath. Yep, that's better. I need to keep a close eye on the time. Found a little blip that needs to be removed. Oh, another blip. Okay. That's layer number 2. You barely see anything of it. I need to make it a bit bigger. I keep on forgetting. This one doesn't keep the auto adding. Wait, selection. Add. Aha, there it is. She's still discovering new stuff about Clip Studio Pro. Clip Studio. Yeah, Clip Studio Paint Pro. I do have the Pro. And of course, it won't matter if I sign up 1201 or 1203. That doesn't matter. But they said they are going to look at first come, first serve. So okay. We're gonna add multiply, make it slightly darker. Hair starting to look like hair now. How's this? Yeah, that's not good. Now, let's add some highlighters. And then the individual hair wisps will come later. They will come at the end. And overlay. Maybe lighten. Now to get the silly rainbow effects. Because I noticed that yellow is a very nice contrast highlight to use. And I really like using yellow as a highlight. So hence why I also use it a lot when working with analog works. And I know some people are like, nope. And I'm like, yeps. That's how you can recognize my work. Rainbow hair whenever possible. And then the light blue. It's a bit of Aurora Borealis. Slightly. Okay. This is a bit too much. First we're going to save. Screen. No. Hue. Absolutely no. Add glow. Well, beautiful, not what I'm looking for. Because it just makes it all white. Lighten. Yep, and then slightly lighter. Now we're gonna get the big shades and highlights. Is this something I can select? Nope. I just need to do that by hand. Shade. And it's okay if I go outside the lines because I have a clipping layer. And I want to do the bangs on a separate layer. Okay, the first shade, just a round mixing brush, the darkest purple. And see, now comes the magic. Wait, wrong button. There we go. That's okay if I missed a spot over there. Let's actually. I don't really need the mixing brush, by the way. I just need the normal brush. And slightly some other darkness. Don't worry, I know this is way too much. Six more minutes. I am gonna need to see what I'm doing. There we go. Otherwise, you're not seeing what you're doing. Still a bit too much darkness, by the way, so I'm probably gonna need to lighten it a bit, but I'm gonna refresh the page for the sign up. Nope, not open yet. Okay, this is way too dark. Is this better already? Okay. And now I need to add a bit of darkness. Is that in this layer? Okay, so this is the hair thus far. And I regret doing that. I just need to do that separately. Okay, save. Okay, I'm gonna pause the recording over here. Stop recording. So that's the first video, but I can still keep on streaming because the sign up is in a different screen. Meanwhile, let's hydrate. And now it's refresh fest. Meanwhile, let's check for the parcel. Not much news yet. Waiting. It's noon. Come on. Well, it's being slow, so I guess that's a good sign. Either that or the website is crashing because everyone is refreshing at this moment. Okay, page is white now. So I guess they're making it ready. Either that or the site crashed. So we have streamed about 50 minutes and all I did was the hair thus far. And it's not even finished. Need to do highlights, details. Yes, I can sign up. I hate it when I need my number. That's not what I'm selecting. I need to find this, by the way, here. Filter. Right. I'm looking for my Chamber of Commerce number. Wait, I'm stupid. I have that number. It should be on this page. There we are. There's our number. Okay. Number. No, my products are not made with AI. I sell books. I sell comics. Yes, I do sell 3D printed articles. So I'm gonna make inclusief en 3D ontwerpen. Magical products, nope. No, you're not gonna get my address. I'm not gonna say that out loud. And there we go. Oh, prices went up. No electricity, no chairs, no extra tables, and no extra. I'm currently filling it in, so I'm sorry if this is a bit boring. Great. I still need my number. I don't know it by mind. Hmm. Where do I have it? Where do I have it? I have it over here. Wait, I can still have it over here. Where's it? Because I hate making mistakes. Please open in the screen. It was the left, but that's fine as well. What's the date of today? It's the 17th. Duh. Okay, did I get everything? Because I dislike getting the errors. Let's see. Don't think it's gonna fit, but let's fit as much as we can. There we go. Okay, send. Getting an error. Where's the error this time? I hate it. I always get an error. Two errors this time. Send. Well, at least it's loading. I'm seeing the chat now, and I'm currently signing up for a convention, and I get confirmation. But I'm on the waiting list. I signed up in 30 minutes. So I'm gonna send an invite mail to the organization. And after that, I'm going to, well, first check if the parcel is getting close. I'm gonna make that easier for me to type by not having to go. Da-da-da. And done. Okay. So, sign up for convention has been done. It's out of my control right now. This I no longer need. This I no longer need. And okay. Now, let's check for the parcel. Is there news when it's gonna be? Still no extra news. So that means I might need to go downstairs in about 40 minutes, which means I can continue the hair for a new part. Okay, no, not start stream, start recording. There we go. Also, I have not seen Omni-Man. I have actually no idea what it is. I actually watch quite little series. I'm not much into that at the moment. We're going for the highlights. Where's the where's lighten? Is there actually any difference? Yes, there is a difference. Overlay. I like that better. It makes it a bit more brighter. And another shade. The darkest shade. Okay. Sleep well. Just the tips. There's something off here. Oh, that's trend. Okay. And I'm gonna hit darken again. Multiply actually. And now what I need to do is hard shade. Just to get a bit of depth. And just so I want to see what I'm doing it like this so I actually know what I'm doing. just so I know what I'm doing. Gonna add a little one over here just for extra contrast. Okay, I know this looks hideous. That's a bit too little. Is this dark enough or do I need a little bit more? I need some more. Okay. It's a bit too much again. I need a little bit less. This fine tuning is quite annoying to do. Because you need to see it as cover wise, because this is going to be the cover. And then you know it's too much. Okay. And now I need to do it again. First, we're going to save, of course, because saving is important. And now I'm going to use the soft brush, but not that big. No, not those. That's a bit too much. Need this one. You need a bit contrast. That's at least someone told me that, and they know what they're talking about. And then I still need the blur. And then I need to multiply it and make it less. Okay, I think this is it. Let's zoom in. Yep. See that the hair is getting a lot more depth right now? Now, of course, we're going to need to add highlights. And I always use yellow for that. Overlay. No, that's way too much. Lighten, screen. No, we're just going to keep it on normal. Very low. And then I'm going to redo a few pieces with a smaller brush. I'm going to blur it. And make it slightly less harsh. Okay. So, what do we think of the hair thus far? We might get some extra effects at the end, because then you have all the other lightning and all. But at least this is all magical. And still no news about the package. Usually they give a time frame or something like that, but there's no time frame mentioned. I'm trying to catch a quacksire now because I don't have many quacksires just yet. And if you have the background, more or less, this is just a temporary background. Well, got the quacksire. Now, I want to do the space ball. Space sphere. And to be honest, I've never made space. Well, I've made space, but I never know what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is start with a very dark purple. There we go. As the base. I'm not sure if there will come a glow from it eventually. Okay. That's the base. And the first thing I'm gonna do, cinnamon roll cute. That is a cute name. Let's first try and create a few nebulas. I'm going for a bit of a contrast with the hair because that's how I'm gonna start. And again, I've never made galaxies in this program before. I actually like the other brush better. There we go. And there's going to be a pink galaxy somewhere over here. And maybe some green. Painterly blender. What the heck is this? I have no idea. I'm gonna try it. So I'm just doing things because I've never made Galaxy in this program before. I don't have the presets from the other things. And of course I could copy it from my earlier things, but I don't want that. I have no idea. You are blend. So this is probably the ugly stage, and it's going to be very long in the ugly stage. Because again, I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's create some ins. Again, no a clue what I'm doing. And thank you for the compliment. Okay, I actually find this way too present, so first I'm gonna do this. This is the first layer. And here's the pink one again. No, that's the eraser tool. First a fingertip to have it a bit more organic. And it's quite ironic that I'm creating a galaxy inside a sphere in a place where there is none. New layer. and the blur. Still a bit too bright. There we go. Now, let's start with some stars. And I'm gonna create those in the back. That's not what I'm looking for. Because technically, that's a few big clusters, and then we're going to make a few smaller ones. And even smaller ones. Because when you're in a galaxy, there are a lot of stars. And technically, this is the hair strand brush. Do I have some? No. Don't worry if this might seem a bit too much, because I am going to lower the opacity soon enough. That's a bit... I don't really like this one. A bit over here. There we go. And then I'm going to redo it on a higher opacity, but now more controlled. I need to push harder for it to register. And I really wonder how much you're going to see from this when it's going to be in print. Still a bit too bright, so I'm going to lower the opacity. And then one more layer with the brightest ones. There we go. And I'm going to pull those on top. So they're nice and white. Now, I'm trying to remember, which is quite tricky for me. I want a galaxy inside this nebula. That's just the blur that's not helping. There we go. Little galaxy. Doesn't help if I have my brush over it, so. Check for a partial update. Still the same. Anyway, at 1 p.m. I'm gonna take my break, go downstairs and wait for the parcel, and then when the parcel has been delivered, I'll return. So I might be offline for an hour or two, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna create a little sun over here. How about I get a brush? Actually, I might actually like that. Okay, so we have sun. Considering I'm creating galaxies, I don't think I can make planets. I'm gonna look up a nebula. Do I have information about? Okay, they already confirmed my registration. Well, at least the registration. That's the confirmation I'm actually gonna be at the convention. Okay, nebula. There's one with lines in it, so I want to create that in the pink one. Another layer. Let's see if I can create lines in it. The pink one. That's going to be multiply and a bit lighter. And then we're going to create another galaxy in here as well. I'm going to make it very pink, as base color. And that's going to be behind and I'm going to make twin galaxies. I mean, it's my own galaxy. I can make whatever I want. I'm going to make it a triple galaxy because, you know, I can. And I'm just experimenting. It's a bit too much, I think. Yeah, a bit too bright. Saturation lower. Yes. Do I like this? Well, it does look nice from a distance. Nice and alien-y. But I'm gonna see if I can add a few more lines to it. And it needs some more color behind it, a different color. Gonna add some yellow. That's a bit of a different color. And let's make this less present. I'm not really sure about this. These need to be less visible. And in print is probably something you won't even see. I'm gonna create another galaxy. Yep, this one was still unused. I'm probably gonna add a little bit of texture over the whole sphere because it's still, well, quite empty. How did I create that galaxy? First, I'm gonna create a little bit of a great. I'm working on the wrong layer. Already wondered why it was so not visible. Okay, attempt number 2. I'm gonna add this because it's my galaxy. I can do whatever I want. And thank you for the compliment about my art. Oh, I'm not very good at this VTuber thing. It's also not my main. It's just to have a little bit of company. Now I need to blur it out a little bit more. It's a bit too present. What if I pick screen? No. Overlay. No. Lighten. It's also out of focus. I actually like this position better. That's the first layer. I think that other one is a bit too present. Is this better? Need to zoom out. I actually think this is too big. So I think I'm going to make it a bit smaller. And a bit less present. And then a slight highlight. I actually don't like it. It's out of balance. So I'm just going to redo it. I think I'm just going to go for the basic galaxy. Okay, this looks better. And now to get some texture in the background, because this is still very flat, this galaxy. I'm already at layer 31, by the way. So texture. Well, I do have this texture. This makes it look a lot better already. There we go. Galaxy done. Will I make the orb glow later on? I have no idea. Time. The time is almost 1. Still no information. I'm gonna take my lunch then. So I'm gonna quit the recording. Stop recording. And let's see. I have tickers over here. Ticker. Currently having lunch. See you in an hour or 2. My VTuber is being annoying. But anyway, I don't know when the parcel is going to be. At least I'm gonna keep this stream on. Because otherwise people are like, she's gone already. Yeah, I'll be back later. So I finished the hair thus far. I finished the galaxy. I did more than I planned already. So I'll be seeing you in an hour or 2. I'm gonna end the stream and then start it up again, because otherwise it's gonna be tricky, because the full stream is gonna be online. So end stream, and gonna put the screen back on.